welcome to the Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. It's Wednesday, August 4th, 2021. It's your boy, Crypto Jack, coming to you live for another exciting installment in your favorite 2 hours and quickly shrinking, in terms of time at least, podcasting of all things technical analysis and cryptocurrency and markets wide and abroad. We're here, we're back. Of course, Bitcoin in the midst of a bit of a bounce, yes. I think we hit some kind of oversold condition for the last couple of days. Figure we get a bit of a bounce here. But the big question today is this bounce for real? Is this part of the bullish continuation thesis, or is this one big fake out? Yesterday's poll, of course, had to do with this. Most of the respondents, most of our audience, that this was all just sort of setup of a bullish continuation. And Ethereum, of course, Ethereum's big London hard fork update, I think, lands today. We're seeing Ethereum surge as a result. This could be a big shift. This is another major step on the way to Ethereum 2.0 proof of stake. This time, this particular update might very well make Ethereum deflationary. Yes, it's the burn update. Dramatically affect the token economics of Ethereum, along with the move to 2.0, and we'll see. Is price going to be set on fire? Is Ethereum going to rip? Altcoins sure looking like it. Of course, we're going to be discussing all this exciting price action and more with two of our lead analysts here at Cracking Cryptocurrency. As always, Alex and Jason are with us. Hear from Alex first. Alex, how you doing this afternoon?
I'm great, thank you.
Good. And Jason.
I'm doing well. Going into the middle of the week, feeling good.
All right, good stuff. Let me see here, guys. I might do a couple quick adjustments. I think the music's a little loud and our boys are a little quiet. So turn the music down just a touch, and Alex is gonna go up a few percent and up a few. All right, we're good. We're gonna keep making tweaks. Do let me know in the live chat if audio levels from here on out seem good to you. All right, let's get right into it, guys. We're gonna kick it off today with a look at the news before we take a glance at the bubbles, shout out the audience, and get into the main TA. Wednesdays, of course, is also community mentorship session days here at the community. Yeah, we're gonna do an hour and a half show, of course. That's generally what we do on Wednesdays, but we are actually trying, like I said earlier, to go down anyway. But you should check your Google calendars if you are a Premium Plus member. I believe you should see a little entry in your Google Calendar with the invite link to today's mentorship session. All right, let's move right into it. Let's have a look. Yes, try and breeze through the news relatively quickly. Of course, the leading article here: will Ethereum finally become deflationary by default after EIP-1559 comes to life? Here is what my crypto knows. The Ethereum network is undergoing a series of upgrades that will ultimately migrate it from the energy-intensive proof-of-work mechanism to being a proof-of-stake network. The latest in the series is the London hard fork, which is planned to launch on the mainnet on August 5th. That's tomorrow. Also hope that the upgrade will usher in a deflationary economy on Ethereum network. This is, of course, arguable, but these hopes are tied to one of the Ethereum improvement proposals bundled in the upgrade, which is, of course, EIP-1559, which has raised a lot of controversy in recent days. Currently, under the proof-of-work model, Ethereum issuance is quite high, with approximately 4% of the total ETH supply issued annually and has no hard cap. It's hoped that EIP-1559 will correct this inflationary trend by reducing the issuance rate, as it burns about 70% of the fees that previously went to miners for adding transactions to the blocks. What this would mean for the network is that the number of new Ethereum coins entering into the market and getting sold will be drastically reduced in the long run, i.e. that whole Bitcoin deflationary narrative that's such an appeal to so many in the space. Ethereum going to get its own flavor of that. Kind of looks like where this is heading. This outlook is getting questioned, though. One observer on Twitter detailed how, although it is valid, it's unlikely to be just the case with the London hard fork upgrade, adding that 1559 doesn't make Ethereum deflationary by default. Explaining further, it's noted that while EIP 1559 will help improve user experience by greatly reducing often decried high transaction costs in the network, not going to sustainably make Ethereum deflationary, at least not until the network fully migrates to the proof of stake model, noting that under the proof of work model, only high gas fees for transactions can offset high issuance. Still a fine prospect to hope on, well, at least according to the writer of this article. Yeah, a lot of debate as to whether or not Ethereum ultimately ending up as a deflationary coin is even the best move forward.
It's just kind of a suspicious argument, because my understanding is that the more efficient you make a network, it has a paradoxical effect. It doesn't reduce network usage, it increases network usage. That's why, if you put a bunch of extra lanes on a highway, it doesn't get rid of traffic. It invites a whole bunch more traffic, and suddenly you end up with like full traffic jams. So if it's true that EIP is going to reduce some of the extreme gas fees for users, then it's going to invite more users to use Ethereum, and so high gas fees will be back again. And remember, he said only high gas fees will offset the high issuance on Ethereum. Well, if there's high gas fees all the time, then that would all the time be offsetting the high issuance, right?
Yes, indeed. And I mean, as long as it remains has proof of work miners validating blocks, I just don't see how you're not going to have an appropriate amount of ether issued to compensate said miners. I doubt it's not going. I doubt it's going to be, or I doubt it's going to turn deflationary until we see a full rollout of Ethereum 2.0. But maybe this is just a tease. This is just the allure of the deflationary ethos, or whatever you want to call it, coming to Ethereum. So maybe this is just a sneak preview. This is the appetizer to the future of Ethereum that will in fact eventually land deflationary. So there you have it, guys. Can't dwell too long on the news. Alex's thoughts are spot on indeed. I'm going to read a couple headlines and we're going to breeze along here. I think what I'm going to get in the habit of, I'm going to start leaving all the links in the description of the YouTube below, in case anybody wants to check out some of these articles more in depth. Again, I'm going to have to scan and look at headlines mostly here. All right. Big mistake, sees a $69,000 CryptoPunk sold for less than a cent. Brutal. A CryptoPunk was mistakenly sold for less than a penny today, even though it was last sold for $69,000. Someone even paid an Ethereum miner $57,000 in fees to ensure that they were the one to snap the punk up.
For 1 cent?
Yes.
What?
Someone paid the miner.
Wow. So I guess they paid that much to front run everybody else, huh?
Yes, front running on Ethereum is pretty damn expensive. In this case, with a 1 penny CryptoPunk, somebody didn't blink. So I guess they paid $57,000 plus a cent for a $69,000 CryptoPunk. Of course, the CryptoPunk valued at $69K was sold for less than a cent today. Appears to be a costly mistake. All right, so the miner's happy. The newfound owner of the CryptoPunk is happy. Guess everybody's happy except whoever got swindled for this one. Big mistake. I'm certain they will learn not to make that one again. All right, let's go ahead and get to the next one. Maybe they can call CryptoPunk's customer support. They can help reverse it. Yeah, no. All right, Porsche. Yes, one of my favorite brands, one of my favorite auto manufacturers. Starting to auction off it's at one of its own design sketches as an NFT. German automaker Porsche has announced a new NFT set for auction. The NFT is a sketch by a Porsche designer that combines the Taycan SUV and a 911 supercar. Porsche has launched an NFT platform called FanZone for digital trading cards. Go figure, if you guys aren't already aware of this, Porsche along with Ferrari are some of the biggest brand and I don't know what to call it, brand wars. I don't know. They love selling their brand, their image. They love labeling things. What's that word I'm looking for? Merchandising, branding. They love selling their branding. They love spinning off their branding. And I guess NFTs. This whole NFT craze is match made in heaven. Is there any photo of the sketch here? I'm curious to see what you're gonna get. All right. Well, Porsche files, of course. Famously deep pockets. Little article here from Porsche's blog about this sketch and the auction. Another company throwing their hat in the NFT ring. What a cash grab this whole NFT business has become. All right, very quickly here, coming from Cointelegraph, breaking, BSV reportedly suffers a massive 51% attack. Have a look here. After an attempted attack yesterday, some serious hashing power was finally unleashed today at 11:46 a.m. The attackers are succeeding, said Lucas Nuzzi of Coinmetrics. BSV suffered a 51% attack, resulting in up to 3 versions of the chain being mined simultaneously. Analytics provider Coinmetrics confirmed Tuesday afternoon that Faroum risk management platform identified a 51% attack on BSV. Up to a dozen blocks are being reorged, and 3 versions of the chains are being mined simultaneously. Warnings to exchanges that some BSV deposits were likely double spent, and people getting ripped off. So there you go, BSV. It's brutal, but I guess it's an inevitable end for Satoshi's vision. Of course, probably not the end of the blockchain, but this is generally considered catastrophic. We'll see how they recover from here. Let's see here. BSV has no.
Well, I think they'll just shrug it off. It's not even the first time. It's like the 4th time they've been 51%ed, right?
Indeed. Exactly. Yep. It's happened more than once.
This is Satoshi's vision. He always wanted Bitcoin constantly 51% attacked. He was a very hostile man.
Yes, he was. Well, now he's getting his comeuppance, I suppose. Funny that we saw ABC, Bitcoin Cash ABC, pumping and kind of trending ahead of this event. I wonder if that's all related, seeing that there is a deep-seated animosity between the BCH and BSV camps, of course. All right, head into the next one. How controversial crypto tax found its way into the U.S. infrastructure bill. Yes, this one is a very curious matter. Crypto-specific provision that would raise $28 billion for a $1 trillion infrastructure package before U.S. Congress was so contentious that it briefly held up the entire bill. Very interesting. Much of the controversy hinges on a technical detail, the definition of the term broker. The provision, which would define a broker as any person who provides a service effectuating transfers of digital assets on behalf of another person, has been questioned by industry participants due to the possibility that will include non-custodial companies such as DEXs, decentralized exchanges, and miners that would be unable to file broker-specific tax reporting forms. The crypto provision was one of a handful of issues that held up the entire 2,700-page infrastructure bill. According to an individual familiar with the situation, the Senate hoped to introduce the bill late last week, but it wasn't published until Sunday night. Man, this seems like kryptonite for the this hyper speculative, super frothy, all gravy crypto space. A fat tax raising $28 billion. What? The holdup appears to be at least partly driven by concerns that removing certain businesses from the bill would change its scoring. The way the provision is currently worded, non-custodial businesses are part of the scoring, or how the Joint Committee on Taxation evaluated the amount of revenue it could bring in. It's possible that explicitly excluding miners, for example, could change the scoring, meaning the provision would no longer be expected to generate $28 billion. This in turn could impact the rest of the bill, forcing lawmakers to find new ways of funding the overall package. All right. I don't get the impression Congress has any idea. They haven't tapped enough experts, I think, on the topic of crypto and taxing crypto, but I would hate to see giant tax applied to the space. I feel like it would certainly stifle development, innovation, growth, etc. We'll see what comes of this, but apparently it's, if I'm reading this correctly, Alex, I don't know how much you know about this, it's stalled on account of this broker terminology, but we're still going to see some kind of
well, and so here's the deal. The Republicans are not going to let the Democrats just pass the bill without having it basically be fully paid for. You know, the whole where's the money going to come from?
Yep.
Yada yada yada. So this infrastructure bill is getting the money from a lot of interesting places. So rather than raise taxes, what they did is they increased the reporting rules. So a lot of people are going to end up being taxed. And so then that's like $28 billion extra that is supposed to go into the infrastructure bill. That's how they calculated it. And if they change this rule, then that eliminates that money going into the bill, and they have to scramble to figure out where they're going to get the $28 billion from elsewhere. Even though, I mean, like, you know, where was the 28 billion coming from if you didn't raise taxes? Well, we increased reporting requirements, and you know, that's kind of hard to argue against in some ways. But obviously, you know, we here in the industry, like, you know, there's alarm bells because it doesn't make a lot of sense. But if you're someone trying to, you know, play Tetris with the money in the bill, then, you know, it's a problem.
All right, well said indeed. In this case, at the heart of the matter indeed is this broker terminology. As someone here explains, it's not actually tax, it's just increasing reporting rules. Whoever came up with this is pretty crafty. Say, hey, I don't want to increase taxes on something, but it's increasing reporting. It's pretty hard to get a senator to turn their back on that. All right, yeah, so I guess apply the...
I did read the article earlier.
Yes, apply the classification of broker to, I guess, more market participants out there, and as a result, essentially reap the tax returns. Well, there you go. All right. Finally, very, very briefly here, Gensler rejects SEC sites on, or sorry, Gensler sets his SEC sites on DeFi, the crypto lending, and more. An expansive speech on regulation. Just going to read the bullet points here. SEC Chairman Gary Gensler spoke about crypto regulation during the event appearance he had on Tuesday. His remarks indicate the SEC is scrutinizing major trends in the crypto space today, including decentralized finance, stablecoins, and more. Notably, he wants to see congressional legislation focused on, quote, crypto trading, lending, lending, and DeFi platforms, and granting regulators additional authority to regulate the crypto ecosystem. Man, so between the SEC and Congress looking to deem more and more crypto market participants as brokers. Seems like we're getting squeezed from two different angles. Of course, this is all still very much nebulous. Still remains, I think, to see some of this still, but we'll see where the future trends bring this industry. There is your very brief look at the news. Let's go ahead and hop into the bubbles, guys. What's going on in the alt space today?
It's a beautiful day.
A very beautiful day. Everything's turned up nice and everything is blooming. In particular, we got Axie Infinity up nearly 17%. Rune nearly up 18%. QNT Quant up almost 20%.
I guess the market feels that Rune's hack doesn't really matter. It's still a good value proposition.
I suppose so, indeed. Comp up 12%, and a slew of other tokens all up single digits.
I think Compound's got a good future since they introduced that 4% savings for corporations. I mean, that's huge. It's huge, huge, huge.
Very impressive. All right. Well, it's looking good in the alt space today. I'm getting that warm, fuzzy, bullish alt cycle feeling looking at this bubbles today. Let's go ahead and hop into the live chat. Let's see who's kicking it with us this Wednesday afternoon. Out this go a touch and go. Daniel in the live chat, first on YouTube. Shoutouts to Daniel. Not sure how you always get in there. Man. Yeah, Ron Legato's with us as well. Micah Smith on YouTube as well. Shoutouts to Micah. Dave Rice. Micah. I call him Micah.
All right, you call him whatever you want.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Now that I heard Micah, I think you're right. Ernest Agaya, shoutouts to you on YouTube. Writes cheers. David Rice on D Live. It's always a great day at Cracking Crypto. Thank you very much, David. Rhino TD, very good evening. Rhino TD, happy hump day indeed. Franklin MC on D Live. Good morning. Shoutouts to Frank. Let's see. Any Word is with us on D Live as well. He writes good morning. 10 a.m. here. All right. It must be on the West Coast, I suppose. JG, oops. Okay. David Rice, roll him up. Well, it's pretty early in the morning to be rolling one up, but smoke him if you got him, I suppose. Any Word ran into a FUD article on Crack linking Pablo Escobar to Bitcoin. I think I remember reading the articles a couple of years back. Oh, there's the link. Yes, Pablo Escobar. I'll load this up and read it in the background to refresh my memory. Thank you, Anyword, for bringing. Pablo might be Satoshi, yes. Pablo Escobar, drug runner, Nakamoto could be Satoshi. All right, so Pablo's own drug runner could be Satoshi. Seems like a stretch, but I'll take a dive into that article later. Thank you, Anyword. Taz Blitz, good day, guys. Shoutouts to you. Let's see here. Cannot agree or deny. I agree. Dave Rice, light him up. Okay. Mika Smith, Mika Smith, so very quiet. Okay. Evening chap says Philly car, rain in Manchester just now, though the sun's been shining most of the day. Hope all is well. Yeah, we had a bit of rain in the crypto markets last couple of days, but seems like finally some sun shining through. Ernest Agaya, Javon's Paradox. What is Javon's Paradox? No idea.
Javon's Paradox. That's the you make
Oh,
it
the
network more efficient
right.
and people use it more, not less. It
Yes.
doesn't use less energy. People end up using it all the more.
Right. Perfect. All right. Any word high Ethereum fees has got to be good for Solana in the long run. All right. Any word. Indeed. High Ethereum fees are probably, and of course, other network congestion, other limitations of the current proof of work structure. That Ethereum certainly does need to play catch up to, Gen 3 blockchains that launched with efficiency and proof of stake in mind. Let's see here. Yes, it is indeed good for all Ethereum alternatives. Let's see here. Mika Smith, references to articles always appreciated. Yes, I will certainly drop the links in the description for YouTube below in just a bit. Let's see here. Profit Bear says, I went all in on Bitcoin at 6 a.m. All right, well, turned up, didn't we? What are you complaining about? People are calling for BSV to be ended. Well, blockchains apparently are super hard to kill. Plus, with the ego the size of Craig Wright, good luck putting this one down. Dark Rico, evening, folks. Hope all is well. Thank you, Mr. Rico. Let's see here. Raphael Lavard was pushing BSV hard. Not sure who that is. BTC and BCH will both profit from BSV being 51. I don't think it helps anybody in the space. It sucks to, even if it's a less distinguished blockchain. Sucks to happen, but hey, this live in Philly car. It's raining that hard here now. I can barely hear you talk. All right, so we'll stay out of the rain, Philly. Finally, Alex says BSV is the real Bitcoin. Satire, of course. Greetings from Warsaw. Shoutouts to Tesla Go Around. Let's see. A couple more comments, and we're going to get into the next segment here. Saw analysis on this bill saying they're trying to kill crypto by 2023. Yes. Even if they can't necessarily kill crypto, and this is all in vain, it could still spook markets. It could still cause black swan meltdown events. I don't even like the government on these topics, so we'll see how this goes. I see your request, Jane Reinhold. Okay, right. Let's see here, only 27 watching it. YouTube is fortunately sandbagged.
There's 312 watching.
All right.
No, wait, never mind. It switched on me.
All right, that's about everyone. Electric on Twitch just came through the chat as well. Shout out to Electric. Let's do it. Oh, so very quiet combos in regards to the audio levels. Jack, you're scotch quiet. Alex is a bit louder than you. Thank you very, very much. I'm gonna pour Alex a hair, and I'm gonna up my volume another touch here. Thank you for the input, guys. It does help me dial in. All right. Let's what do we got left? That's it. Audience shouted out. Intro is up and done with. Are certainly breezing along today. Let's go ahead and get into, well, the main event, the main technical analysis insights that our analysts find you into the market. Unparalleled in the crypto podcasting space. Who else does it like this? 5 days a week. Alex, if you don't mind going live, I'm going to connect in just a minute. Yasutaka Nakamoto was the brother of Dorian Satoshi Nakamoto, who assumed as the original creator of Bitcoin. This is a long assumption, my man. This is the story This story's pretty wafer thin from what I can judge, but I'd have to dig a little deeper. I do remember reading about this a number of years ago. We'll explore
it's just
this.
a wafer thin mint.
Uh,
Come on, come on, you guys never watched Monty Python?
and it wasn't
Which
the biggest fan.
It's the Mr. Creosote one.
Been a while on that
You
one.
guys are Philistines. I know, it's all right.
All right, thank
You know, the real bros out there who are watching right now, you know what I'm talking about.
I certainly hope somebody recognizes the reference. I was never the biggest Monty Python fan, but hey, it's a cultural mainstay. I'm sure somebody out there recognizes that. With that said, I just connected to Alex's stream. We've got his 3-hour BitMEX chart up here. I'm going to dive into the live chat. I already seen a few requests. I'm going to start extracting those for the time being. For your TA, I'll be right back.
Okay. So this is an area we've had marked out for about a week now. All the way over here, we started forming this this interesting area, kind of right at resistance, like a little point of control. To me, it looked a little bit like we were just gonna break down fully from this area. We ended up finding support and moving back up. However, now that we're back under this local point of control, this area is going to act as resistance for us at this time. So on the one hand, I like today's buyback. This is very strong, especially on alts. You cannot argue with the alt buyback today. But as far as lower time frames, I think we could make one more dip down, either towards this interesting looking order block here at around 37,000, which is also right above one of our trend-based fib extension levels. So this spot, so kind of, you know, people got ahead of themselves and probably started buying up this area, pop up here, splash down one last time in this order block before moving back up, with this order block being kind of, see this resistance support level right here. I'll stretch this out for you so you can see what I'm talking about. This area right here. Okay, so splash down in this area. That's a possibility. Or we get the continuation down here into the 34K, 35K range, which is kind of what I've been advocating ever since we were above 40K, actually. Actually, since before we were above 40K. Over here, I thought we'd go to 35. Then I thought maybe I was wrong here. Then turned out I was right. So, yeah, that's the order, if I recall. So, yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Push up towards the point of control. Maybe even retest 40K from below. Ultimately reject. Splash down into 37,000 or perhaps 35,000. Let's move on to Ethereum, which is looking far more bullish than Bitcoin is here. So we have a break above resistance right here. Boom, boom, resistance. Resistance becomes support. Another way that I have this drawn here. We've had this marked out for a while, as you can see. We just kind of come back into the area, find support. This is gratifying to see this very quick support resistance flip. I definitely want to take Ethereum to at least $2,950, maybe $3,000 here, at least. So that's a good, this has got another 10 to 15% move here in the gas tank on Ethereum, I would think.
I think that's a beautiful example of a spring in the sense of what it does to short sellers, because there's not even a chance to breathe. Look how quickly it marches up, and then always suddenly you get a tiny little bit of a breakdown, and then it just presses right back up to gain support. Like, there's so many people sweating bullets or that are liquidated from that. Like,
yeah. Most likely, at this point, there's not much leverage that could have survived.
Yeah.
This is a move of,
but like 2 and 3% or 2 and 3x.
Yeah, basically, if you had on like less than 2x, you could be surviving here, but that's about it.
Wild.
So I like this area, and we've also been eyeing this area for a while, which has this rather interesting bulge on VPVR at 33,034 or 3,300, 3,400. These are our areas: 29 and 3,000 and 33, 34, 100. All right. And then just to top this off, Ethereum, Bitcoin continues to look strong in this spot. This is our 3-day, which closes in 6 hours. This looks like a strong trend break to me. We can even redraw this a little bit tighter. And kind of like however you want to draw this. You know, we broke this trend. So I like taking this upwards and onwards. So I think Ethereum is going to outperform Bitcoin moving forward here, at least a little bit. Kind of feels like 8/10 of a Bitcoin, maybe even 1/10 of a Bitcoin is pre-programmed here. Very interesting. Those of you who are here may remember when I drew this arrow all the way back at the beginning of the year. I'm telling you, the chart doesn't lie. The chart doesn't lie.
Maybe he's born with it.
Yeah.
Or maybe
it's technical analysis.
I was gonna go with Maybelline still.
Oh. All right, well, we finally have a break of the 3-day trend. This is, I think, a sure sign that Ethereum and the other alts are going to outperform Bitcoin in this spot. That's a good thing for us, I think, especially because I don't think a lot of us are trapped in
short.
Or at least I'm trapped in some alts still. I don't know about the rest of you. So I'll be glad to see some of that oversold status alleviated here. You know, it's a shame. Last week, it seemed like Bitcoin really was going to outperform alts going forward. But with this trend break, with these last 2 or 3 days, I feel like that's kind of nail in the coffin of that idea. So for now, I'm looking for alts to outperform. We see that here on Uniswap Perp, which once we broke this, what did I say? We're going to quickly sweep towards the top. Dragon Perp has not quickly swept up towards the top, but is still holding our parabolic trend. DeFi Perp about to give us a very interesting continuation signal while we find support on a previously demarcated support level. So support, resistance, resistance, support right here. I feel good for DeFi continuation in this spot. Kind of a fake out breakdown here. It's mean, but it is what it is. We were briefly faked out, but now we know. Now we know it's going up. See, even on lower time frames here, with us closing above this smaller time frame resistance level, that I like it. I like it for lower time frame continuation here. Let's look at privacy perp. Underperforming. We're still below resistance, so I'm not interested in privacy perp yet, right? Only things that are above resistance. Exchange perp, not above resistance yet. Shit perp, this is above resistance. Remember, this is our demarcated resistance support level right here. Even move this up just a little bit. Let's see where we found support. Right here. Resistance, support again. We didn't even get the full pullback here that I thought we were going to, but we could still get this spring all the way up towards our target.
Yep.
Mid is not yet above our resistance level.
I think it's gonna make it.
Yeah, I do think it will follow the rest of the alts, but you know, we want strength. We want strength. Then alt perp. This is actually going to close above resistance today. So this is a good sign. So resistance, 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 support, 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 resistance, and break. So resistance, support. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of resistance support flips here. Things look strong today. I feel good about it. With the market this much up, the dollar's got to be down today, right?
You would think so, wouldn't you?
You would think so. Let's see. Wow.
Right? That's what I said when I saw it. I'm like, interesting.
Well, I was looking at it this morning, and we're down. So we could still just be pushing up into resistance. We haven't even broken the downtrend here. But my feeling is that we briefly break this downtrend, retest resistance on the dollar before finishing with the breakdown. As you know, Jason voiced earlier in the week that he thinks we may break down from consolidation. So we still could. That's viable. Earlier today, I thought I was going to be like, yeah, Jason was right. We just broke straight down. But we'll see here.
It happens in both ways. I mean,
yeah, it happens both ways.
Never know. But it is very interesting to see Bitcoin and the rest of the market react to the upside at the same time as Dixie. So you're like, whoa, okay.
So wait, if Dixie is up,
everything should be down.
Markets down?
Should be. I mean, one would think so.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No, but for real, this is bad for crypto.
Yep. It doesn't look strong, especially with the Dixie doing that. That's why it's interesting to see crypto reacting the way that it is with everything else.
If we close today down here, it'll be bearish. We're almost in short territory. We just kind of don't have WADA. But we're below the baseline. Time transformation is just crawling below zero. It's like, we'll have to zoom in. I'm not even sure. Maybe it's just above zero.
Quite.
We'll have it tomorrow.
Bearish divergence finally playing out?
Yeah, I think so. But this is not what we want. I mean, yes, it's true that it would make me right, and that would feel good. But if the market just rockets off here, it's gonna put so much more of a tailwind behind Bitcoin and the alts. We could really go for it. It wouldn't just be. Right now, I feel like alts are so oversold. We need retests of resistance in the top of trading ranges, and do short squeezes and stuff.
So you feel like with the markets going down at the same time, that all of this stuff is going to be given back into the crypto market?
Yeah, exactly. What'll happen is Bitcoin and the alts will top out, and we'll see another big leg down. Real capitulation, which. We've seen some capitulation. I've been tracking. I've been kind of tracking what people retail has been saying. I've seen like a lot of retail bitching about SafeMoon, how SafeMoon's down so much, it's trash, they're giving it up. I'm super interested in SafeMoon now. I'm like, oh my god,
that's when you buy it.
Just picking up their positions. This sounds great, but we haven't seen that market wide.
For sure.
But maybe we don't need to. Maybe it's because we're still in the bull market and there's not a need for capitulation. It was just like a time of weak hands changing their positions over to strong hands and then continuation. I'm just not sure, but this is bad. Okay, so Dow down, NASDAQ up.
Slightly up. Huh. We just can't get a read on it today. I mean, it still hasn't broke resistance, but
it hasn't, has it? This is our resistance level.
There's the same bearish divergence, so nothing to really do with that. But it
we're
is
still below our baseline. We're still below the daily baseline.
That's a pretty high angle.
Yeah.
Usually, when you have that high of an angle of your baseline, you're usually going to hover around sideways for a little bit to let that thing correct.
Yeah. Do we maybe have an ascending wedge here?
Forget about it. Yeah, I think you do.
SPY is down today. Seem to be trapped below resistance here. Boom, 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 boom. A lot of days here we've been hovering at resistance. What's the 3-day look like right here? Ooh, 3-day sell signal today.
Oh, yeah. It's an interesting 3-day. Mm-hmm.
And this makes sense for the last, well, we've been banging at this resistance and we haven't been able to break it. Excuse me, 10 days. This is a brand new 3-day candle. All right. This is a candle. Maybe we ignore this, but I still feel there's going to be. This is rough looking. Is crypto going to diverge from the markets? All right. If the dollar's up and traditional markets are down, bonds must be up, and well, 30-year bonds. That 3 on 30-year. This one that just closed yesterday. Beastly candle. Look at that. This is us breaking.
Is Alex laggy at all for you, Jack?
Let me take a closer look. Okay. Actually,
Man,
hold on.
I was gonna say he's coming real spotty and blurry to me.
Yeah, he has. His stream has kind of gone to crap. Alex, would you mind closing your live stream and re-engaging your live stream? Yep. All right. Let's see if that does the trick. With us, folks, just another second. Start all right, guys, no big deal. Let's see here on the request front. I got all the requests here. Guess that FUD Escobar article ended links in chat. Nope, the links should be okay to go in chat. Funny that you actually posted that first. I thought links weren't allowed in chat. Let's see here. May 2021, Rafael Leverde argues for Bitcoin SV in the Miami block size. That's what you're talking. Okay, Alex is back. Welcome back.
You ready to try this again?
Absolutely, dude. Yeah. Fire her up.
Fire up.
Also, for the D-Livians out there, nice and crisp. Back, guys. As for the D-Livians, we're going to open the chest quarter after, so about 30 minutes from now. We're still making great time. All right, back to Alex in the meantime. Thanks again.
All right, hey guys. Sorry about that. In 15 minutes, I may need to move spots, so just letting you guys know right now. But for right now, we'll just keep working here. So yeah, this is like a beastly trend. This is the 3-day chart. Look at that. I'm sold. This is
30-year bonds, right?
Yeah, this is 30-year bonds, 30-year Treasury bonds. Interestingly, 5-year and 2-year are down today, and 10-year. That's interesting. Two-year getting a rejection at the local point of control. 10-year getting a rejection at resistance, or at least in the resistance area that we've been eyeing. We don't have a cross under yet. Maybe we're turning resistance into support. Ten-year German bonds or boons. Those are up today.
Boom.
It's very interesting. Wall Street 30, this is crossed under. This is almost short territory for us. We just don't have enough momentum on WADA. But we're going to be below the baseline today. It's not very bullish, guys. Yeah, I feel like a broken record because I know I've been saying this shit since like April and May. And you know, unfortunately the NASDAQ has kind of gotten away from me since then. But the S&P 500 is also gotten away from me since then. But the Dow and the Dow and the Russell, these are, you know, incredibly rough looking. The Russell, as you can see, rejecting from the resistance of our 3-day trend here. Very, very rough looking.
No good.
All right, let's look at world markets. Taiwan index still at resistance. I still maintain that this is a topping pattern.
Swing failure.
So far it's not quite a swing failure, is it? This is a higher close, even if it's not a higher high.
Well, I mean, you could be considering the swing that we're getting now to be the failure, but
oh yeah, we could be swing failure. Like, yeah, we could go up from here. Maybe this is a swing failure of a low. Got a higher low now. I don't know. Singapore is finding some support on our trend line.
That's an all-time high.
Not quite.
You sure?
Oh, and it's an all-time high. Yes, it's an all-time high. It's but not close. I only look at the closes. I don't really care. Netherlands is going for it. We've kind of assumed since we broke the chart. Netherlands was like the first country to really make us question the bearish thesis for the end of summer for the world markets. And Netherlands is kind of going for it here. We're targeting 780. Japan's just kind of hanging out in support. If you ask me, we're holding the support level. India's getting some nice follow through today. We could use something a little bit stronger, but it's good that we haven't sold off. This leads me to believe we should still have some gas in the tank here. Hey, are you guys still with me?
Super with you.
Yep.
The UK 100, we have styled right up to resistance here. And now let's see if we hold it. Okay, that's too ambitious. Let's do that.
Let's too
see if we hold this spot. Remember, past Alex, he told us only long on all-time high. This could be a fake out. Yes, the ancients warned us of this. They've sent us a message from the past. We must heed their warnings.
It has been foretold in stories. Pretty soon we're gonna have to build a boat.
Yeah. Hong Kong here. I'm not really sure. Let's zoom out some more. Let's look at a higher time frame. Yeah, I think I want to see us still pull up towards 27.7. France is going for it. New all-time high today. Barely. Yesterday is really the suggestive candle. Chinese A50 down today. I wouldn't want to enter yet. I think we'll probably trade down in this area for a while longer. Australia's going for it. We kind of figured this was the case back here, but now this is confirmed over the last couple days. So, Australian economy looking good. Wheat sideways, nothing to say. Sugar back under resistance. I think this is turning into a short. If we close back under resistance, I want to get rid of my long and start looking for a place to short from. Soybeans, you sly old dog. You're finding a little bit of support over here. I still say we're headed down on soybeans.
Yeah. Oh.
Yep. Natural gas up a lot today. Unsurprising. This was foretold several weeks back once we had this big break of resistance. And we've just been getting follow through. For right now, we're looking at we're looking at 450. Easy, guys. Easy trend to trade. You guys are basically all professional traders at this point. You're trading natural gas, corn, soybeans, and oil.
Juice?
None.
No frozen orange juice concentrate futures yet.
No concentrate futures.
Yeah. We're not that big and important yet.
You got to add a cup of water, boy.
Yeah.
Crypto bull writes, Fed announced they will stop buying up bonds, or at the very least slow down the buy. Breaking news.
Interesting. So you think maybe the markets will throw a fit and we'll get like a big something or other until they're forced to pass a reconciliation bill, or some the government is forced to intervene and make the markets happy again, one way or another. Okay. Well, we're here at support for Brent crude. If you believe in the bullish case, then this is where I would be a buyer. You can see we've got a very interesting looking order block that we're residing in right now. Resistance here, down, support here. But to me, this rejection is just too severe. Look at this. Look at this weekly. Look at this weekly bearish engulfing candle. That's a big ass fucking weekly candle, right? Breaking our trends, putting us back under resistance levels. I don't like it, right? I say if we close this week below $72.50, be out. Be out of Brent crude, and be prepared for some better gas prices going forward, but not natural gas prices. That will be higher. Let's take chart requests. Wait. I didn't do precious metals. I'll do that.
All right, PMs, and we get into requests.
Yes. Aha. This is why we did not want to buy as we approach this area, right? We were looking for this buy zone to maybe not hold. For now, as long as we're below $1,050, I don't want palladium. I would prefer to be a buyer down here around 925, 950. Platinum. I said palladium.
I was going to say this one's palladium.
Palladium, still sideways today. Still looks like shit. We're still going down. Just say no. Just say no to palladium.
You don't even know what it does.
Yeah. Silver is down today. This is basically unsurprising. I have been ringing the alarm bell that there will be no silver shorts and that silver here. So far, I think we're looking at $20. Gold showing a kind of sad-looking daily rejection candle.
Yeah, sellers stepping in.
Yeah, sellers really stepping in here. If we close the day like this, then I think we'll probably get downside.
Yeah.
If we can close the day above 1820, maybe upside, maybe. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and do the chart request.
All right, let's do it. We're moving swimmingly today. Our new attempt at making the show a little breezier seems to be working. Pace at which everything is going. All right, enough talk. Let's put this first request up on the board, and it's up. All right. First one is a 3-pack from Jane Reinhold. Luckily, we don't have too many requests today, so I'm sure we can entertain all 3 of these. He wants to look at XRP, Litecoin, and Omizago. Start with Ripple XRP.
Ripple XRP, all right.
Zerp.
I don't really want it right now. This is a good example of something that hasn't made it above resistance, so we don't want it yet. That being said, I think I'd be willing to take this for a retest of $1 from below. Maybe even like $1.10, $1.20. This area is still harboring a very interesting looking area on our VPVR. So I'd take this when you get a continuation signal, when time transformation crosses back up and not before, because we could keep kind of wandering downwards here. So that's the best way to approach this. What's next?
All right, next one up is Litecoin PC.
I mean, it's basically the same chart. Yeah. I don't really have anything different to say. Wait for the continuation signal before you take it up into this area. We could go as high as 200, maybe 225 too, but we're at least looking for 175. What's next?
Up next, Omizago final request team. Reinholds.
It's the exact same chart, man. Wait for a continuation signal. Take it long then. What's next?
Well, that was easy and to the point. Shout out to Jay Reinhold. That one on YouTube. Go ahead. Yeah. Next one, CryptoBull21 requesting BNB USDT.
You figure BNB
same chart, maybe a little bit stronger. We're almost above this resistance level. Almost. Wait for the continuation signal, buddy. And let's look at BNB Bitcoin. Are we getting any bounces here? Not really. Not yet. Maybe this is like we're back in this pattern. It's a fake out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see any particularly good reason to be. I would be trying to find like the top 2 or 3 alts and just be in that, guys, instead of being like 50 different alts at this time.
Don't make things harder. So
they're all the same chart, everybody. They're all the same chart we're looking at today. What's next?
That's the nature of the crypto market. A lot of things move in tandem, especially a couple weeks, months. recovery? Gonna find out, but in the meantime, we're gonna head into this next request. All right, this is also a 3-pack, but again, we are left lots of time, I guess, and lots of requests still left. So, requests still left. All right, cool. Probably entertained.
Well, don't forget we've got the mentorship today.
Of course, I am heading toward a hour-and-a-half show today, so we got 25 minutes left in the show, still a couple of requests, and the chest comes your way in 10 minutes. In the meantime, Cardano for Mike Maker.
Okay. FYI, we're back in the echo chamber.
Oh, I can hear it.
The hyperbolic time chamber has been unlocked. Shoutouts to Piccolo.
Yep, send me a sensu bean.
So ADA here is a good example of something that's doing a little bit better than some of the other alts. Here we actually do seem to be breaking resistance, and we already have our continuation signal at the end of today. So this is a continuation signal that I would probably be willing to take at the end of today. We'll put this on our list. It's a possibility. I think when we look at other charts, you guys will see that there's stronger things than ADA out there right now. But this is a continuation signal. So what's next?
All right, that was nice and to the point. Mike Maker also has 2 other requests to look at. We're going to be looking at Stellar XLM.
Stellar XLM? Okay.
Got it.
Did you guys hear that thunder?
I did not.
Nope.
Is it storming in Puerto Rico?
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, it was loud enough. I thought you guys might have heard on the mic.
Nope.
Yeah. Oh, and also on ADA Bitcoin, we don't quite have a breakout yet here. I don't think. So we could still see Bitcoin move up against ADA. And I'm sorry, Jack, what was the next one that you said?
No problem. MATIC would be Mike Maker's.
Okay. Nothing really to do with it right now. We're still below resistance, and we don't have a continuation signal yet. If we were to get back above $1.10 and get the continuation signal, I'd love to take it long. And I'd take it long until at least this point of control up here at $1.85, maybe even $2.25, the highs. What's next?
Right, just a few minutes left to go for the chest opening. In the meantime, let's introduce West B-Flow. Right, Hex USD. I picked it up off the daily diagonal trend line on the linear scale at 12 cents. Would you say it isn't really done anything till it makes highs? Right.
Well, no, we literally just talked about this yesterday.
Yep. We talked about Hex breaking out of that trend line.
You should really actually go back and watch yesterday's show, because I feel like I did a far more thorough analysis of Hex that time. Okay, so you bought it around here. Now it's up here, hasn't really done anything. Like, look, this is a good low risk entry. If it falls back below 10 cents, get out. You were wrong. So, I mean, it's also, the trend is also like kind of logarithmic too. So this works a little bit either way. One way or another, like we've got horizontal and trend resistance underneath us. If it broke, then you would just know to be out. So I hope your whole account isn't in Hex. But if it's just one position, then this is where you're going to want to be dumping it once we close in that area. What's next?
Whole account in Hex.
Right, let's go ahead and get to the next request. Someone by the name of Surishimo on Twitch. Just welcome new user Surishimo. I see your request. I've added it to the list. Stand by. We'll probably get to your request in just a few minutes. Any word writes, whole lot of MATIC holders out there. Yes, MATIC certainly one of the fan favorites in the space. With that said, let's go ahead and get into the next request. It's going to be Rolo Maximus. Can you kind folks take a look at Solana, please? Please and thank you.
Getting ready for them lemons.
It seems like this is a good spot. We don't have a continuation signal yet. Or do we? This is a continuation signal you can take. I'm not sure I like the position we're taking it from. Which is kind of right underneath resistance right here. I'd rather be taking it above resistance. Then it would make more sense to me. But I don't think there's anything wrong with taking this long. We're still holding the uptrend. Which is right there. We got the continuation signal. Wada likes it. You can take it. You'll probably be fine. What's next?
Soul man.
Getting a next request. That was Solana for Rolo Maximus. Thank you very much. Here we go. Next request, by the way, we are just 3.5 minutes to go for that D-Live chest opening. Poly B on D-Live writes ALBT. I guess that's Albright.
All right.
LBT, haven't seen that one come across the desk in a while, huh?
Yeah. You're a little late. Look at this beautiful inverse head and shoulders.
Very textbook. It's like they're calling Batman.
Where would that take us? Where would a measured move take us?
About a little.
I don't have to draw it. I can just take a.
I'm gonna say 0.82.
I mean, the juice is pretty squeezed here.
Yeah. It's close to completing.
Yeah. I would see if you can get a retest of 50 cents. If so, then I'd be willing to take the long all the way back towards 90 cents or $1. That's a good low risk entry area. Buying right here, I don't think it makes sense. We're close to where our target would be, and like the risk reward is like equal. We'll either go up to here or we'll go down to here, and it's like equidistant, right? It's like a 1-to-1 trade. Why even bother? So if you're still in it, then that's cool. It looks good for right now, and I would just keep my eyes on it until maybe until we broke some kind of trend, which we haven't yet. But if you're thinking about getting in right here, I'd wait. What's next?
All right, Poly B might not be the answer you were looking for in Albright, but oh, that's right, Alliance block token. Rename from Albright. Why am I thinking Albright? It doesn't really matter. We are heading into the next request. What is it? It's Ernest the Gaia. They want to look at Atom BTC, Pitchfork on the 6 hour. I think you will like. All right, Cosmos Bitcoin pairing with a 6 hour Pitchfork.
Pitchfork look.
On 6 hour?
Yeah, the 6 hour, homie.
I don't like it. I feel like we're below resistance right now. I mean, it'll probably go up with everything else, but everything else is way stronger right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, this is Atom Bitcoin. Here, Atom USDT. this isn't a bad spot for Atom USDT. You can see we've got support, 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 resistance, turn to support. Continuation signal. I just don't really like it that much. This doesn't look particularly strong to me. I feel like we've looked at like 8 other charts that are stronger than this. Why bother? What's next?
All right, what's next is the chest opening, guys. Get ready. Probably around the time you hear this statement, that chest prompt should appear in front of you. I'm going to open in about 15 seconds. Get ready, get ready. In the meantime, I'm going to introduce the next request and then go open that chest. We have Uma. Uma for any word. Let's go look at Uma. Get ready for the lemons.
Collecting now.
Bye, 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 bye.
Bye, 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 bye.
I like this position. My only problem is that, you know, UMA is already pretty big. UMA is a $500 million market cap. And just considering that there's a lot of charts that look strong, I want to go for like a smaller market cap and a higher chance here. But I'll say this. I think this is an easy 2x. I'm willing to take this from $8 down here up to like 16 bucks. I think this is just an easy trade to take.
Easy.
Easy.
Buy low, sell high.
Yeah,
Gonna get in
certainly
easier.
you can at least take it to $11 or $12. So there's a big trade on the table right here. I would definitely be a buyer right here. I don't know if it will outperform all the other alts. That's my only hesitation. But it's a good trade. If you like it, take it. It has my blessing. I'm doing a Pope thing. You can't see it.
All
I'm
right.
blessing you.
I'm doing a Pope thing.
All right. Well, step back in your Pope mobile. We got to get into one more request at least. We got just under 15 minutes left in the show. Going to quickly announce today's luckiest followers on D Live. We have Any Word. He came in first with 125 lemons. Taz Blitz with 72 lemons. Rhino TD with 52 lemons. Yours truly 42. And Rolo Maximus with 35 lemons. Congrats, guys. Big lemon payday today on D Live. Who else gives away lemons quite like you do?
And congratulations, you lemon heads.
I got 0. It said thanks for trying.
Thanks for yes, this is some Bill Gates level philanthropy here, with lemons, of course. Let's go ahead and get into Adam Cohen's request on YouTube. This is one of the last requests of the day, and he writes, "Hey guys, when you get a chance, could you take a look at Band? When will the bandemic begin again?" The bandemic, eh?
That's like that's the least appetizing marketing term ever.
Pandemic. Worked for COVID.
Oh boy.
Let me see. Where's my band? It's here.
Bands make me dance.
Well, my issue is that we're not above resistance yet, but it's a nice continuation signal we'll have today. I imagine you'll be able to take this back towards $10, but this looks like so many other charts that we've seen. You know, there's nothing special here. Yeah, I'll take it long, sure. What's next?
All right, that's Band. Thank you to Adam Cohen for that one. Oh, it does look okay, man. We're in a pivotal spot on that chart, but we'll see what comes next.
Maybe look at it on a higher time frame. Do you think? Yeah, I'm willing to take this to $10 or $11 at least. But then we can reject from there, put in a lower high, and then fall all the way down to like $1.50. It's like a possible future for us here. So.
All right.
The pandemic is not on yet.
All right.
Pandemic, yeah.
Not going to be popping bands just yet on Band, but thank you very much for that request. We're getting into the next one now. It's Boris Bitcoin. Let's look at Comp and DOT.
Okay, I happen to know Comp is very strong today. I think I would be willing to take this at... Oh, we can't. We don't have enough momentum here to be able to take an initial long signal, which is what I would like to take. We're just... I mean, we were below the daily baseline for so long. I just don't think it makes sense to take this as a continuation signal. It looks good. I would be willing to take this at least up towards a retest to the top of the range near 550, maybe even $660. I like the VPVR right there. But there's just no signal for us to take right here on Comp right now. It's Comp and what?
DOT, Polkadot.
Polkadot looks excellent here. I'm willing. This is definitely like a resistance break. We held the trend, as you can see. But we don't have a continuation signal yet. Boris, you're slacking, buddy. What's going on, man?
What's going on, man?
Yeah. Sorry, these do not cut the mustard, my friend. These are just, I mean, these are good trades. I think it's going to go along with the entire rest of the market. Like the entire market looks long right now. Maybe they're worth taking just because they're up so much today, but they're just not along on my system. I couldn't justify putting it up to the members.
Well, that's Boris Bitcoin's Comp and DOT requests in bag. Here we go. This is a stretch now of requests. Just a couple minutes left in the show. We're going to round it out with the request for that new Twitch user by the name of Surishimo requesting LINA USD LI.
I like this for a continuation signal, but now it's about to cross back under today, so is it I mean, close enough, right? Plus, the top of our trading range is up here at 5 cents or so. We're already kind of near the top of the range. I don't like LINA very much here. We have enough momentum? Well, we got enough momentum. Maybe I'm just being picky. I bet you could hit a take profit 1 off of this, and maybe by the end of the day, this will cross back up. If so...
Pinchy. You gotta give that till close, man. Sure does look like it's got the support to keep going, doesn't it?
That's a tricky one. And too much.
Well, that's the thing. It does have resistance overhead, but it has a great shelf of support, and it's already above its point of control. It's interesting. Well, you could see two more candles march down slowly to come back up to the point of control, and then you get another leg up the same length of what you just saw out of that larger green candle to the top of resistance up to that 0.05 area.
Hey, Alex, are you still with us? So, his broke up there. Alex, you all right, guys, we'll give Alex a moment to return. Maybe that big Puerto Rican thunderstorm knocked out his
Beach party.
Transmitter. Blasted. Good.
Covered all the vectors.
Good luck reestablishing the uplink, Alex. I'm going to shut this one down for just a second, guys. We'll get Alex back in a minute, but this is, of course, one of the last requests of the day, anyways. Yes, thank you for the lemons. Surishimo says thank you for attending to my request. It's our pleasure. Anytime. When Alex returns, guys, we'll give him a few minutes. In the meantime, live.
Well, can here.
Last request here. On a tackle. Oh, it's FEG on ChartX.
Do you have ChartX available to just pop up? Or?
I do. Huh. Other browser here with my ChartX login. I have to tweak things. Oh, he's back. Welcome back, Alex. How's it going?
Thunderstorm take you out.
Yeah, sorry about that.
All good. If you don't mind sharing.
All right. Well, I mean, this was the last chart, so let's just finish up here.
Yes.
This is
LINA USDT for.
Yeah, I could see hitting a take profit 1 on this. There's some interesting volume still above us, and today's candle, while down, is it's not really threatening.
Yeah.
But we could also we could hit the high and then pull all the way back down here one more time. This volume is still pretty interesting. And it would make everyone super sad. They'd be like, oh no, and I just went long again.
Make everyone super sad.
Yeah, it'd be so sad.
Yeah, as Jason said before, you disappeared. We're even above that point of control there, so...
Yeah, we're hovering above that. We could get a little bit of a pullback and then get a continuation to the upside to snag the top of that range and then get that pullback like Alex was talking about. But as for that particular chart, it doesn't look bad at that point, even though it's having a down day.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. If you don't mind, Alex, maybe entertaining one final request. I did promise, what's his NiceHash login, I believe. Yes, NiceHash login. He wanted to look at FE on ChartX. This is the final request of the day, guys.
Good. It looks like everything else, it's moving up today, man. Just keep holding it.
Hodl, hodl, hodl.
It's on lower time frames, but I mean, you're like what? You're down 90%. What else can you do, man? Just keep holding it.
Yeah. Forget about it. Forget it exists.
Hodl gag for life.
Yeah, it could move up here, man. Like everything. What's next? All right, that's right. We're done.
Final request, guys. Guess what time it is? It's 2:29. About a minute left in the show. This is where we're gonna go wind it down. I am gonna go drop. I'm gonna go collect all the links. I'm gonna get a habit of doing this. I'm gonna go collect all the links from today's news stories and drop them in the description below if anybody wants to give them a further read. As well, remember we do have the Wednesday community mentorship session coming your way, just about half an hour. If you, of course, qualify for that mentorship session, you should see a entry in your Google Calendar with the link enclosed there. What else is there to add? I don't think so. All right, this is where we move to wind things down. Just a very brief shout out to GBU Professor Wally. Just joined us in the live chat. You're a little late, Mr. Wally, but welcome back to the show.
That's Wally.
Indeed, Crypto Cat says, "Wind it down." Is that a new coin? Nope, that is merely a turn of phrase here. We are looking to close down this episode. Be back tomorrow for the Thursday installment of the Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. Can't thank you guys enough for your support and kicking it with us. And okay, final words to our analysts.
I'm very long biased, but trade safely, guys.
Yeah, definitely lower time frames are pointing to the upside here. I'm kind of monitoring the 4 hour as well. Just the same as always, man. Just make sure you're managing your risk. We could have the beginning of a trend setting in. We just don't know yet. Just have to take it day to day.
Well said. Logging off now. Peace out, guys. See you in the mentorship session.
Goodbye.